Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I'm with Jen from Curious Jane. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So, welcome to the IFA. So what do you think? What are you thinking so far? How is it?
We love it. This is our, I believe, 8th year coming. So all the different cities, getting to see our clients and meet everyone and see the workshops. We always enjoy it.
Awesome. Jen, what is Curious Jane? I know it's the digital marketing agency, but gotta give me a little more than that. And how in the world did you guys come up with the name?
Nice. Well, digital is actually only one piece. We are literally full service. There's 3 pillars to our business. It's local franchisees. We also deal with the national for consumer and B2B with franchise development. So that's really where we focus and have for franchises for 20 years. Yeah, so we still have some of the ones that we started with 20 years ago. I've been with the company 10 years and have worn just about every hat to learn everything from social, digital. So we are making sure the franchisor and franchisees are taken care of, meeting their goals and all of that.
All right, and the name?
Curious Jane is really, we're all curious. We are all really curious. And Jane, everybody knows Joe and George. We need a Jane. And she makes tons of decisions in the household. And there's so many as far as representation in all the companies. But it's more the curiosity piece. And we're definitely all curious. And you have to stay that way, because if not, it gets a little dull.
Give me one or two maybe takeaways you've had from this year's IFA. Anything new for you?
A lot of the vendors are coming together as far as ideas where if we may not do something, there's tons of other partners here that do that, so working together, but also just really seeing what's going on as far as AI, what's going on for the franchisee level with marketing and opportunities and how to make it more efficient. And again, that creative piece, everybody's finding the ways to disrupt and break through the noise. And I think that's our goal. So listening to what everybody else is looking for.
That's great. I interview a lot of emerging founders, and as you know, starting out, you have so many challenges when you're starting out, when you franchise your business. What would you say are some of the most important tip or strategy you would have for an emerging franchisor or client? What do you tell them?
Oh, I love that. Really know your own funnel. Really know who your persona is and figure out that plan from top to bottom. Because as you're going to grow, that's where pieces start getting scattered or inconsistent, or they start to develop their own ideas of how your brand should work versus having it set up from the beginning. Knowing that the brand awareness is so key, and it's such a hard piece for a lot of people to want to invest in and put money behind and measure. So that brand awareness piece is key, but then getting that consideration and ultimately that decision to become loyal to your brand or make that business decision.
Awesome. Jen, thanks so much for being on.
Appreciate it. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.